Pot's too big. VDonk could be scalped here.
All in. Jermaine says Pierre doesn't have the shades today. That's right. He usually has his ski goggles on.
Well, not usually, but just recently.
Recently.
He usually doesn't wear goggles at all. Can't call him the ski instructor today.
Jaywin is in the chat, and we mentioned, Jaywin, I don't think you were here. We mentioned your great comeback yesterday.
Yeah.
You were down heaps early and got it all back.
Very, very nice. Very impressive from Jaywin. Also in chat, Tennessee Chad.
There he is. Tennessee Chad.
We've been looking for Tennessee Chad, and we found him. He's about due for another visit to the lodge. It's about time.
8 on the turn. Slicer has locked this pot up.
Yeah, Kendall just 5 high here, so she is going to try and steal it.
700.
On the turn with a $700 wager. What's Slicer going to do here? He's never going anywhere with a pair of 10s and the open-ender, so he's going to come along. Will Kendall pull the trigger here on the river is the question. Let's see what the river brings. 6 ball. Going to be hard for Kendall to have a 7 on the button. The straight gets there.
He left like 2 months ago, yeah. You worked there?
Slicer capable of having a 7 here from the straddle.
Some of the founders went to Equinox. I don't know if you ever go to Equinox.
Huge bet. And Slicer will fold. Nice bet. 5 high like a boss is Kendall.
Eric, what time?
Yeah, Tennessee Chad, we were wondering. We were going to put an all-points bulletin out for you. There's your cumulative winnings. VDonk, the Seattle kid, is up 5,700. Kendall, who won heaps yesterday, up early. Please. Doesn't hurt you, it helps us. Plain and simple. Here's the 7 deuce, folks. We are playing the 7 deuce game. You win with the 7 deuce, every other player gives a $100 chip to you.
Raised to 900. Fold.
Kendall with ace-5 suited makes it 900. It's going to go back to VDonk with the 7 deuce. Does he want to try? Some players have lost thousands trying to win hundreds.
Oh, you already got it? Thank you, sir. 2,500 now.
I can't see here. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, exactly. You're gonna say something. Just in case. Just in case.
Whoever I show,
Just in case. I was like, eh. Only an extra 5,000.
VDonk went for it. 4 bet to 2,500 and just a call from Kendall. Ooh, there's the ace that Kendall was looking for.
Like that eagle? Yeah, it's a cool skin.
1,600.
Ten of diamonds on the turn. VDonk now looking for a 9-ball corner pocket on the river. Unless he fires again here. Huge pot. And it's about to get bigger. Reaching for banana chips. VDonk is going for it. 4,300. Kendall with the aces.
Came in at a good time, Rick.
Trying to win with the 7 deuces, VDonk, but some people have lost thousands to win hundreds, I mentioned earlier. Just a call, Kendall, picking him off. Looking for a 9-ball, does not come. Huge pot, 17K. He's going for it. Going to continue his story. Oh, no. He put it back.
I think you're committed at this point. The 5, though, is going to keep Kendall around. Pot's too big. Vidonk could be scalped here.
All in.
It's going to be night-night here. Kendall might have folded if she did not connect with the 5. She's going to make a quick call and get paid $40,000. The dreaded 7 deuce game, Ricky. This is why we play it, for moments like this.
My goodness.
Smash that like button, folks. We do things a little bit differently here on this channel. We have some fun. We play big pots, the Lodge Live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
And Kendall was telling me earlier, pre-stream, that she didn't necessarily like the 7 deuce game. I think she's a convert.
11-9-75.
She likes it now.
She
for
loves
sure.
it now.
Absolutely.
For Bedrock. Left Wilma at home. And Dino. Fred Flintstone. 250 is the bet. Cowboys again. We've seen deuces, Cowboys. Yushan with the 10s.
And it's Kendall looking to build another skyscraper.
800.
Yushan fires in the 3-bet. 8 bills.
Time.
Will Kendall fire in the 4-bet? I'd imagine so.
Should be one over there. By the
Out
top.
of position, is going to want to take the lead on this hand. Eyeing up Yushan's stack, running the calculations in her head right now. What are we making this? 2.2, 2.4,
Raise.
Yeah. I never understood.
2.7. Imagine Yushan will click the call button, and we were going to see a flop, Ricky, and we're going to have a good old-fashioned sandwich bet, I'd imagine. What are you taking?
Usually I go with the bottom pair. I'll go with the 10s
I'll take the kings.
for a sandwich.
The king of spades, right there in the window.
I'll take the 10 of clubs.
In the window?
Yes.
Both in the window, huh?
2 windows.
How much is
Go.
that sandwich in the window?
Dos ventanas. That's 2 windows.
Let's see, Yushan here thinking about it. Perhaps there's roads to a hero fold? Kings versus 10s. Yushan doesn't really have any information on Kendall.
Where's the 10x guy? He'd love the 7 deuce game.
Is Yushan breathing there? Grabbing his throat, choking himself, it seems like. Breathe. Breathe, Yushan.
Fucking around 7
Breathe.
deuce again. 5 betting it.
Tough spot for 10-10s indeed.
No, what out? You got smoked? You smoked us last time.
Ran over the tip.
Reaching for the plum. Those are 500 a pop. Looks to be leaning for the flat, and we're going to see 3, Rick, with
Here's the flop.
a
We're going to
pot
see.
building.
That's this. Oh, look it out. Watch out.
Kendall stacking chips. Let's see if she can continue. There's the queen. Ace is going to stop some action, I think.
Been working on it.
Let's see what Kendall wants to do. Will she fire in a C-bet here? Can try and represent that ace. Nobody really likes seeing that flop with either holding. It's 1,500 here. Yushan losing to any ace or queen, obviously.
Yeah, horrible flop for Yushan.
Unless he wants to get creative here. Call the 1,500 here. Float this flop and see if Kendall slows down on the turn, and then maybe perhaps Yushan could represent a made holding here and turn these 10s into a bluff. And
Makes
he
the
does
call.
indeed make the call here, so let's see what happens here. Buckle up, 8.7 in the middle. Another ace. Less likely that anybody has an ace. Action on Kendall. This hand just got a lot more interesting here.
She checks. What will Yushan do here? Does he see a door open for him to make a play?
It's be very interesting with a bet here. I know it's less likely that anybody has the ace, right? But it is possible. 2 aces remain in the deck, of course. Kendall beating all the queens. Goes check, check.
check.
Yushan elects for a little bit of pot control here, and it's the 4 of clubs on the river. So check mark for Kendall. She's got to think her kings are good at this point in time, but maybe perhaps Yushan will represent clubs. if it gets checked to him one more time. So the flush does indeed get there. Kendall does not have any clubs in her hand, so. But again, it was a 4-bet pot pre. All the ace X of clubs combos are unavailable with that ace of clubs here on the flop. So maybe the king of clubs, but no, he does not want to represent clubs, goes check, check, and the aces and kings will take it down.
And Kendall will continue to stack chips. She is having an incredible weekend here at the lot. Kendall up 27,000. She could buy a car for that, but yeah, open. All you got to do is become a member. We're a social club, weekly, monthly, or annual membership, and then you can start playing for $10 an hour. We don't take rake, so $10 an hour for the cash games. Tournament's a little different. You pay entry, a door fee, and then the buy-in, and you don't pay hourly at that point. Just those two fees. Love to see you here. Thousands and thousands of people are proud to call their lodge their home.
Nines again for Pierre, and Kendall again with another premium. She goes from kings to ace king. What a world. 3 bets to 750. Pierre makes the call. And it's a queen, queen, 4 flop, 2 diamonds. 2 pair for Pierre. Quickly checks his option over to Kendall. Imagine Kendall will be c-betting and Pierre will be calling. A small c-bet from Kendall. Pretty standard. Quick call from Pierre. To the turn we go. Still 2 overs for Kendall. The ace and the king still live. Deuce of clubs.
Ooh, and Kendall, how hot is she running right now? Hits the Barry Greenstein ace on the river.
Diamonds get there too. Kendall's going to go for some value, and it's going to be hard for Pierre to get away. Very small size, very, very milky. $500 for this price. Let's see what's going to happen.
Fred Flintstone slipping into seat 5, straight from Bedrock. And Pierre gets away, and folks, Kendall is officially en fuego.
Ace queen here for Kendall, 250. Kendall is my last remaining horse here too. So I am in jeopardy as she has a premium. Pocket kings for Ryan.
Give me 100 in green.
Danger coming for Kendall.
Thank you.
Raised to 1,000.
Again with the Kings. That's like the 5th time today we've seen the Cowboys.
Final table, Kevin dealing some heaters today. Kendall can't get away from ace queen here, especially in the stand-up game. Might even consider firing in a 4-bet. Let's see what she wants to do.
That's a bad start. I'm halfway through one and I've already.
Alex says that Wilma's running off with Barney Rubble now.
Does indeed fire in that 4-bet, 3,300.
That's funny.
Ryan's seated too, so you know if he's coming along here, he's got a real one. Not incentivized to sit back down, already seated, comfortable, has a nice cold beverage. Shout out to all the beer drinkers out there. Cheers to you. Ryan loving life here. In position on Kendall, and knows Kendall's going to be firing pretty light here. Definitely going to fire in a C-bet while still standing. So Ryan could get cute, or he could fire in a 5-bet, which might shut things down here. If he fires in a healthy 5-bet, I don't know what Kendall might just wave the white flag and surrender. So Ryan has a decision to make.
So with flip flops, right?
What?
With your flip flops.
What about him?
Doesn't he just make the call? So I like that move here from Ryan, setting the trap.
No, I'm not retarded. No.
Will Kendall fall for it? We're going to have a big one here. 7K in the middle.
Oh,
and
there's the
ace.
ace.
Kendall way behind. How many times today?
Flashes all around.
And just gets there.
Dude, I think your theory about that.
And she checks,
Here's the dumbest.
electing for a little bit of pot control here. Will Ryan just check
Do you have a
behind?
problem when you are wearing shoes? Being on your shoes?
Drink water, okay? You can work a glass.
Interesting spot here for Ryan. Might want to try and represent that ace for himself here,
If it goes in your feet,
but he elects for the pot control option and just checks behind. So check, 4 of clubs.
maybe try to a low, less powerful screen.
Kendall goes for another check.
Yeah, these guys just got the hog.
This just stalls for you. You gotta go to
I like it here. Imagine this will probably go check too. And Kendall's going to go for some value here on the river, and she's going to get paid.
a long shot.
Time to fire in a bet here. Small, maybe like 1/3 pot. Just a little bit of a feeler here. Aces
Around the table
and jacks too strong to check all the way down here. I like something about like 1/3 pot here. 2.5, 2.6. Goes for less, 1.5. Snap call gets paid, and she's going to take a seat.
And the Cowboys go down.
4-3 of clubs and an ace-queen of clubs. Fred wants to open up here the action to 3 bills, and Pierre is going to have none of that.
Raise to 1,800.
1,800, large raise from Pierre. King-queen of diamonds for Kendall. But with all of this action, I think she's going to release. Maybe thinks Pierre is doing this very, very light and considering a healthy 4-bet. Don't think flatting's an option. Think she's debating 4-betting or folding. And she does indeed fire in the 4-bet, a healthy sizing to 5K. Pierre has her dominated. Pocket 4s for Yushan. He cannot continue for... No, sir. All of this extra thinking because we're playing the stand-up game. This is why we do it. This is why it's beautiful. Fred has to go bye-bye, and the action is going to be on Pierre. What will he do here? Very interesting spot. Pierre taking a look at Kendall's stack. Twice as many chips as you have, Pierre. But Pierre not afraid. The 3rd best player from Italy, reaching for calling chips, it seems. Just doing a little inventory on his stack. Makes the call. We're going to see 3, and Pierre in good shape here.
Yep, 5,000.
Perhaps we see the Queen of Hearts on the flop.
Queen would be nasty. 8-8-7, couple hearts. Nobody with a heart.
All in stuff, max pressure on Pierre, and he's going to have to release. That is a boss play from
She
Kendall.
is a savage.
Wastes no time there, stuffs it all you could eat.
25 to the dealer?
And saying, do you want to see it? Shows the bluff. Oh, Pierre's going to be a little steamed up.
Steamer.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Little steamed up there. Pierre trying to brush it off like he's not interested, but
Saves me tip.
he saw it. Whole table saw it.
Can I blunt?
Yeah. Hey, you have
It's good.
Live.
Yushan's up about 20K, said he. Having a good afternoon. Catching some cards and playing well. A good combination. Fred raises to 200. Kendall snapped 3 bets to 600 with the pocket queens. Call from Justin with a suited ace. That's going to invite Ryan into the pot going set money. Sandwich bet, Rick. What do you want? Queens or 8s?
I'll
Quick.
go with 8s. The snowman.
Yeah, I think you're drawing bet here.
I
I think I'm about to make this one.
Why did you see 8s out there?
No. I see a Queen of Hearts in my future. That's what I see. Queen of Hearts right in the middle of the flop, you know, a sandwich of the Queen of Hearts, perhaps.
4 ways to a flop. Miranda. 9-9 Trey.
Diamond draw for Justin, but the queens
You're 8.
still way in the lead.
You're welcome. Because you're number 8.
No, there is none.
Oh, no, there is 9. Never mind, sorry. I forgot what 9-9 is. It's usually 8.
Okay. Who's Jack?
Kevin D, I do tend to pick the lower pair.
Your tip.
Oh, thank you.
I'll mix it up every now and
We're
then.
doing the whole tip, you know.
1250 it looks like is the bet from Justin.
Sneaky check from Kendall. She's obviously never folding here. Puts the 8s in a tough spot closing out the action. So what's Ryan going to do here? It's going to be interesting to see if Ryan ends up flatting what Kendall will do. He lets it go. Will Kendall just click the call button, or will she fire in a check raise? Unlikely that Justin has a 9 in his range here, but she's just going to call, it seems, carving out the calling chips.
Ladies, there's the diamond, and Justin binks the nut flush.
Snap check again from Kendall. What is Justin going to make it? 27.5 effective. Goes for 37.
Wow,
You mean general?
3/4 size bet.
Queen of diamonds for Kendall. Probably going to keep her along
Good yesterday.
for a river card. She is eyeing up Justin's stack, perhaps trying to get a read. Justin not giving her anything.
Oh, yeah. It's a weekend.
And yes, indeed, Kendall comes along, makes the call. So a diamond would be expensive for Kendall.
Oh my God!
The Queen of
How
Hearts.
many times?
And look at her, she snap checks it again. The Queen of Hearts, somehow, some way, Queen's full.
How was it?
It's always the queen, Skull Mike. Always the queen on the river.
Yeah, it's I can't record anything.
Kendall will be officially calling a real estate agent after this one. Who runs better than Kendall? Justin carving out chips, about to value own himself. Gonna put in some money, then is gonna be sick to his stomach when he hears the all-in words coming from Kendall. These queens pretty well disguised. Queen's full. Row, row, row your
6,800.
boat painfully down that river if you are in Justin's shoes.
Justin only with
Look
17K
at,
behind.
let's go to Hollywood. She's from North Cal. We're going a little bit south. We're in Hollywood right now. Double checks the cards. It's still Queen's full. It's going to be a jam. It's going to be an all-you-can-eat. Can Justin somehow get away? I think Justin maybe finds the fold. I think he could find the fold.
All in. Justin winces in pain.
That was a snap wince. Now the nervous smile and grin.
I did not get a What? I did not get a
And now see he has a huge hand.
Could have. It's either really good hand or really bad.
Ugh.
You either like stone bluff me or you got a month.
Yeah, I agree.
Justin reaching for a drink.
Rightfully so. He's on an island right now.
Looking to phone a friend.
Just Justin and his thermos.
Oh, I'm saying like that's
64.6. I think it's a good jam from Kendall. Chad saying the size is too large.
No.
Just stuff it.
He
Yeah.
only has 17 behind.
Exactly.
No,
The jam totally reasonable.
That's a good fold.
I was bluffing.
It's a bad fold or a good fold?
No bluff that time.
She didn't play this hand like she's got pocket queens, really. So
All the threes.
perhaps you feel like you're up against threes full, deuces full, Maybe like a king high flush, like a king queen of diamonds perhaps might somehow, some way lose their mind here. Unlikely. Look at Kendall just
King was good in that.
King
hand?
was
talking about a previous hand from
Ooh, be quiet. Kendall.
Wow. Good for you.
Alright.
That was, I don't think that was the best thing to do for Kendall.
25 for the dealer.
I'll see it in like 30 minutes.
What do you think about that? I don't think that she should have started a conversation with other people while Justin was thinking about it.
Agreed. You saw when she opened her mouth there so calmly.
Confidence.
Justin kind of leaned back and gave like a little like discount double check look.
Like you
next
just put $17,000 in and
you're
you're not even
talking-
worried about it.
Exactly. Players, lodge members, battling back and forth Connors and McEnroe status.
Look at that. Kendall up 51K. Yushan up 19. Justin up 170, 100. Slicer ended up in the win column. Good for Slicer, 5,100.